Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for March 30, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. We have three major developments to cover today. Firstly, in a significant shift, the U.S. has relaxed its blockade on fuel supplies to Cuba, allowing for humanitarian aid to reach the island nation. This move marks a departure from the long-standing policy between the two nations, and we will continue to monitor the situation as it unfolds. Secondly, amidst an ongoing funding crisis, Transportation Security Administration officers can expect to receive their paychecks as early as Monday. The development comes after President Trump signed a directive instructing the Department of Homeland Security to utilize funds for TSA operations. However, concerns over immigration enforcement reforms remain, and we will keep you updated on any further developments. Lastly, Pakistan has announced that it will host talks between the United States and Iran in the coming days, aimed at resolving the ongoing conflict between the two nations. The meetings are intended to facilitate direct dialogue and find a peaceful resolution to the war, which has resulted in significant casualties on all sides. We will be keeping a close eye on these negotiations and bringing you updates as more information becomes available, and that's the way it is. Now for the latest in social and cultural news. Here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then she'll know what's right now. Firstly, we've been following the developing story in the Middle East, where Israeli authorities restricted worship at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem's Old City on Palm Sunday. This move has sparked international criticism, with leaders like French President Emmanuel Macron and Italian Premier Giorgia Meloni condemning the decision. The incident highlights the delicate balance between security concerns and freedom of worship in the region. In other news, we're looking to the skies as NASA prepares to launch the Artemis II spacecraft next week. This historic mission aims to return humans to the moon and marks a significant step towards establishing a sustainable presence on the lunar surface. The four-person crew will embark on a journey that will take them farther from Earth than any human has gone before. Lastly, we've been monitoring the situation in the Middle East, where tensions continue to rise due to the conflict between Iran and other nations. The Trump administration has been working to build a coalition against Iran, while some European countries have called for a more robust response to the Iranian aggression. These stories and more will be covered in depth on our website and future podcasts. For now, we urge all parties involved to exercise restraint and work towards peaceful resolutions. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. We have a trio of significant stories to dive into today. Firstly, the ongoing conflict in the Middle East has sent shockwaves through the global energy market. Natural gas prices are surging due to disrupted supplies from Qatar, prompting countries to rethink their energy strategies and seek alternative sources. This crisis has created opportunities for American gas producers, but also raised concerns about the long-term implications for LNG demand. In other news, Japan is facing a credibility crisis with its LNG imports due to Russia's actions and now Qatar's disruption. The global energy landscape is undergoing a significant shift, with prices expected to remain volatile in the coming months. Lastly, Meta has announced a series of layoffs affecting a few hundred employees, but experts agree that the impact on the company's overall workforce and financials will be minimal. The focus remains on Meta's significant investments in artificial intelligence, which are expected to drive future growth. With a cash hoard of approximately $40.6 billion, Meta is well positioned to fund its AI ambitions. We'll continue to monitor these stories and provide updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, we explored NASA's plans for future Mars missions and the recent discovery of localized dust storms contributing to the red planet's water loss. This finding has significant implications for our understanding of Martian geology and climate, and raises questions about the potential habitability of our celestial neighbor. Next, we delved into the world of high-growth companies like Tesla, Inc., examining the complexities of their ambitious growth plans and the associated capital expenditures. The proposed terafab semiconductor facility in Austin, Texas, aims to revolutionize chip production, but also raises concerns about financial sustainability and profitability. Lastly, we touched on the cosmic perspective of individual companies within the global market landscape. By considering the intricate web of connections between companies, partnerships, and innovations, we can better understand the challenges and opportunities associated with high-growth endeavors. These stories remind us that innovation is a long-term pursuit, requiring significant investments and a nuanced understanding of the complex systems at play. As we continue to explore the frontiers of space and technology, it's essential to maintain a critical and curious perspective, acknowledging both the potential benefits and drawbacks of these ambitious endeavors. Now, for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. First off, let's talk about the NFL draft speculation surrounding Ty Simpson. The Arizona Cardinals are currently favored to pick him up, but other teams like the New York Jets and Los Angeles Rams are also in the mix. As we navigate these speculations, it's essential to remember that the NFL draft is a chess match where teams weigh their immediate needs against long-term goals. In IndyCar racing, Alex Palou took the top spot at the Alabama Grand Prix, with Christian Lundgaard coming in second due to a critical pit stop error. Kyle Kirkwood maintained his lead in the overall point standings with a fifth-place finish, and David Maluka secured a fourth-place finish despite not being entirely satisfied with his team's tire strategy. And finally, in baseball, we've got an exciting season shaping up. The Los Angeles Dodgers are looking strong, but other teams like the New York Yankees and Boston Red Sox are also making waves. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll catch you on the flip side. And remember, in the world of sports, nothing is ever certain until the final whistle blows. Until next time, now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curall.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we reported on a disturbing incident in Derby, England, where 7 people were injured after a car drove into pedestrians on a city street. The suspect, a man in his 30s, was arrested and remains in police custody as authorities continue to investigate the circumstances surrounding this event. In other news, we explored the world of music and creativity with a story about James Blake, who spoke out about his experience working with Kanye West on a track called This One Here. Blake expressed concerns about taking credit for work that doesn't reflect his creative vision and has asked to have his name removed from the producer credits. Lastly, we also reported on a separate incident involving a car driving into pedestrians, but this time in a global context, as we discussed the complexities of artistic collaboration and the importance of transparency and honesty in creative endeavors. These stories and more will continue to unfold, and we'll keep you updated as new information becomes available. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Like you, Charles. The band is rocking out across the globe, with dates in South America, Europe, and North America. So, get ready to roll with Axel and the gang. We're also talking YouTube, where CEO Neil Mohan is feeling confident about keeping the platform's top creators from jumping ship to Netflix and other streaming services. And honestly, I think he's right. These creators have built their brands on YouTube, and it's hard to imagine them leaving their loyal audiences behind. And finally, we've got a fabulous deal for all you foodies out there. The Our Place Wonder Oven is on sale for just $95 during Amazon's spring sale. This air fryer oven is a game changer, folks. Not only does it perform multiple functions, but it's also made with non-toxic materials and has a compact build that won't waste counter space. So, go ahead and treat yourself to this fantastic deal. Your taste buds will thank you. Stay fabulous, and we'll catch you in the next one. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Atanacher.
Thank you, Joan. In today's briefing, we'll be covering 3 important stories that highlight the complexities of human-wildlife interaction and the pressing need for conservation efforts. Firstly, we reported on a significant development in international conservation, where 27 countries have come together to protect marine biodiversity. This agreement aims to safeguard vital ecosystems and prevent the loss of species due to human activities such as overfishing and pollution. Secondly, our attention turns to the alarming rate of species extinction, with up to 1 million species facing the threat of extinction, including 40% of amphibian species, 33% of reef-building corals, and 30% of coniferous trees. We explored the critical role that conservation efforts, such as national parks and wildlife reserves, play in protecting these species and the importance of finding a balance between human activities and conservation. Lastly, we followed the distressing story of Timmy, a young humpback whale that has been struggling for its life after becoming stranded in shallow waters off Germany's Baltic coast. This incident highlights the challenges faced by marine life due to human activities such as noise pollution from submarines and the need for international cooperation in marine conservation. These stories serve as poignant reminders of our shared responsibility towards preserving the health of our planet and the incredible array of species that inhabit it. We'll continue to monitor these situations and provide updates as more information becomes available. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.